If you want to practice speaking in English, but you don't have anyone to practice with, this video is for you. Today, we are going to practice speaking using the shadowing method. This is a very popular and effective way of improving your speaking fluency, your pronunciation, and your overall confidence. Let me first explain what shadowing is. Shadowing is when you listen to me speaking and speak along with me at the same time or just a little bit after me, copying my pronunciation. The aim is not to listen and then repeat by yourself. You should try to speak along at the same time as me as much as you can, and this is going to really help your pronunciation. This method is great for two reasons. Firstly, it gives you a chance to actually practice speaking English, which can be really difficult if you don't already live in an English-speaking country or you don't often have the opportunity to practice speaking with another person. Secondly, by closely listening to me and trying to copy my pronunciation, you'll start to speak more clearly and naturally. This also gives you an opportunity to try and use the particular pronunciation that you want to have, whether that's American, Australian, or like me, British English. So if you haven't tried this type of activity before, I encourage you to give it a go in this video and then let me know in the comments how you get on. So let's get started. I've got 10 sentences about my daily routine that I'm going to say. The first time I say each sentence, just listen. I will then point out some features of pronunciation that you should pay attention to, like stress, intonation, or linking, for example. Then I will say the sentence again, and this time you will shadow me, so try to speak along with me at the same time. Are you ready? Let's go. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is have a cup of coffee. The first thing we can look at in this sentence is the words I stress. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is have a cup of coffee. So you can see that we are stressing or giving emphasis to the more important words in the sentence. Another interesting thing we have in this sentence is consonant-vowel linking. This happens when a word ends in a consonant sound and the first sound of the next word is a vowel sound. Look at this example. Wake up in, wake up in. It sounds like one word because we are linking. So instead of saying, when I wake up in the morning, that doesn't sound very natural, does it? We have some linking there. Wake up in, wake up in. It almost sounds like one word. Another example in this sentence, have a cup of, have a cup of. So I don't say, I have a cup of coffee. I have a cup of coffee. Again, it sounds like all of those words are becoming one. So now, let's have a go at shadowing. I will say the sentence again. Try to talk along with me. When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is have a cup of coffee. Great. Now, if you want to try that again, just skip back in the video and repeat as many times as you would like. Moving on then. I walk my dogs for about an hour before I start work. In this sentence, we're going to look at the weak sounds. So the weak sound, or sometimes called the schwa, is an sound, and it's very common in English in the unstressed syllables. So let's have a look and find the schwa in this sentence. I walk my dogs for about. Did you hear it? I didn't say for about, I said for about. And we've got some more linking there, for about. Can you hear there's a weak sound? I walk my dogs for about an hour. So there we've got our schwa sound. Have a go and speak along with me. I walk my dogs for about an hour before I start work. Great. Next sentence. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so I have that while I'm checking my emails. In this sentence, we're going to look at some sounds that were dropped or not pronounced. Can you identify what they were? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Now, if you were listening carefully, you noticed that in important, I dropped the t sound, so it sounded important meal. Important meal. Can you hear there? We don't say important meal. It's quite difficult to say that actually. So we drop the t. Important meal of the day. Have a go with me. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, so I have that while I'm checking my emails. Great work. When I finish work, I do some kind of exercise, like going for a run or doing yoga. In this sentence, we're going to pay attention to my intonation, the way my voice goes up and down. Listen again. Can you identify where my voice goes up and where it goes down? When I finish work, I do some kind of exercise, like going for a run or doing yoga. Did you hear that at the end of the first part of that sentence, my voice went up? When I finish work, I do some kind of exercise, like going for a run or doing yoga. Now let's try shadowing and try to copy my intonation. When I finish work, I do some kind of exercise, like going for a run or doing yoga. Great! Now for our last sentence. After dinner, my go-to activity is reading my book and having some downtime. In this sentence, let's have a look at the words I stress. After dinner, my go-to activity is reading a book and having some downtime. Did you notice the words where I clicked were the ones that I gave more emphasis? Now have a go at the same time as me. After dinner, my go-to activity is reading a book and having some downtime. Nice work. So how did you get on? Did you manage to speak at the same time as me and copy my pronunciation? If so, well done. If not, you probably just need some practice. If this was your first time doing that activity, it probably was quite difficult, but don't worry, the more you do it, the easier it will get and the better you will become. So keep practicing. Now I encourage you to repeat this video again and again and again until you become more confident and you can speak at the same time as me and really copy my pronunciation. Have a go at that and let me know in the comments how you get on. If you're looking for more ways to improve your speaking and you don't have anyone to speak with, I've made lots of videos to help you out. So check the links to those in the description below this video. It's a really great opportunity to improve your speaking fluency and confidence. So I hope to see you there. Before you leave, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified every time I release a new video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.